We're in, everybody. We're here. October 31st.
And
we'll
here
talk
at
in commercial
1600
break.
Pennsylvania Avenue.
We're in.
But tonight is going to be extra special.
Finally learning
Halloween
about
was
Joseph.
always Joseph's favorite holiday. The first family is throwing a costume ball.
There's a killer stalking the White House, and you're insisting on throwing a party.
Canceling would come across as anxious, and that's not an image you want to project.
What if someone else dies?
We'll extend security perimeters 1 block north to Lafayette Park and 2 blocks south, covered covertly by SWAT team surveillance.
This guy's acting way too cocky.
We'll be ready for him.
Yeah, this guy's dead.
At least Joseph's showing some Halloween spirit.
Thinks he looks old.
He's getting the wrinkles. That's right. That's hilarious. He's hiding with a Halloween costume.
You can go to the party if you want to.
I'm not going anywhere. They can be my last 3 sacred offerings.
Who's Damballa? What happened to your voice?
I'm proud that you even
It's
knew
an
the
allergic
word
reaction
after
I
one
have to
listening.
questions. I'm gonna need a really big knife.
4:59 Central Standard Time.
You know, you should never have killed in the state of Texas, darling. I'm really not her.
This is a famous prison.
You're gonna be spending your final days here on Earth mostly with me.
Well, I guess that means you're gonna be my final BFF. Where are my legally mandated religious items, which I believe my lawyer has already...
There's gonna be voodoo dolls. I feel like she's gonna possess this lady.
They do get lost in transit.
She's got a voodoo doll coming.
What are you supposed to be?
JFK and Jackie.
But you look like how you always look.
Well, that's the point.
Oh,
What's the
and by
what's
way,
the
thanks
point?
for
If that's
letting
the
my friends
point,
come
what's the
tonight.
point?
You are the parents of Henry Collins, are you not?
And you are
Mary Poppins?
I'm sorry.
That's the girl from
Mr.
SNL
President.
too.
Madam First Lady. For a
She's
career
dead.
working with children. Speaking of children.
Because Keenan died in
must
the
be
last
Henry.
one, SNL.
Do you believe in ghosts?
What I believe.
That
Is
was
that when
so
people
Friday
die,
the 13th.
they're-
Yeah, the only reason you'd have someone from
And
SNL,
who is this handsome
Cameo
masked
again.
man?
3 bodies, and we haven't even had the first commercial break yet.
Do you think Dolly Madison's gonna get us?
Dolly Madison's gonna get you. That's who's
You're
gonna
not
do
too
it.
smart, are you?
And there's our break. All right, guys, just so you know, the reason we were late to the game, I was watching another show. They're usually 25 minutes. This one went 35 minutes. I timed it almost down to the wire, but we still never missed anything. The second I hit record, it was boom, right after the recap. I saw like 30 seconds of the recap, but I was setting everything up and I hit record. And there we go. So now we're in the commercial break. We're going to pause it real quick. Last we saw, in case you didn't remember, we have to Howe Due Dembella us into the body of somebody else. Hence why Tiffany now needs to do it. She probably asked for a voodoo doll and whatever else she needs to do it for herself. Chucky is getting older by the second. He needs to please Dembella by killing 6 bodies. He's 3 down, needs 3 more. That's where we are. And I'll be right back because I have to go grab something. Here we are. We're back. Bride of Frankenstein. I know her.
my God!
Evelyn Elliott.
Disorganized.
I recognize the actress.
So,
When I caught my husband and my assistant having an affair, I baked them both into a shepherd's pie.
so good.
Yeah. My editor
So
didn't like it for a
good.
book title, though. No, I've always been your fan, too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, ever since The Big Chill.
That was my sister, Meg Tilly,
Oh,
the dead one.
The
I
dead
killed
one.
her.
you killed your own sister? I had a sister.
She's not actually my sister, see?
Yeah,
I'm not really
um,
Jennifer Tilly.
You're disgusting. And you know what? One more thing. Bullets Over Broadway was a piece of shit.
Oh, that'll be something she could use. All right, I guess it's better than dying. And we're all in our good guy.
I do believe-
Lexi is like a girl version. Devin is a boy version. Jake is like a stripper Chucky.
I'm gonna have to take that. Seriously? Yeah.
I stole my phone. So as long as we get Chucky on camera doing his thing, we can get it out there.
We still have to subdue him.
I love the music. You hear it?
We have to work with whatever we find in here.
You can't mistake us. We stick out like sore thumbs.
Hey, Lexi, so good to see you. This is Lexi. And Jake and Devin. Hello. James Collins.
Uh-oh, what's he looking at? Oh my God, is that Chucky just chilling in the middle?
It's a nice costume you have there.
Warren Price. I think I'm gonna buy him a drink. Where is your brother?
He's upstairs. He's having some kind of like mental breakdown or something.
I'd love to see your room.
Lexi is in. What do we got in here? Magic ball. Oh my god, is he gonna destroy the whole party? Maybe he wants everyone in there but the president. Like, there's certain people he doesn't want affected. He is climbing all over the White House.
Checking for ghosts?
We got secret pathways everywhere.
I finished carving the pumpkin.
And there's the knife.
I bet your parents are. I've seen Andrew Jackson in the Red Room, mouth like a sailor. And of course, I've seen Lincoln. Twice. 1, 2.
Oh god, is she gonna die while he hides?
4.
This is great.
Ready or not, here I come.
Oh, she got away, but the knife's gone. Chucky's gone, and the knife. I had to run and get water. Now we're back. I think we're good. Let me unmute it. Here we are. Perfect timing. Look at this. Amazing. Their son is just escorting us all around the White House when people are dying.
Oh, yeah, and this is the West Sitting Hall.
Where is the FBI and CIA?
Cowboy, don't touch anything. Goes for you too, Bob the Builder.
Whoa. You didn't have to all of a sudden turn into an asshole.
Baby, tonight, you're what I'm looking.
I never understand that. On your own bed.
Colt fan.
Blue Oyster Cult, okay.
Blue Oyster Cult.
got lit.
Don't fear the Reaper.
This is my favorite song.
Don't fear the Reaper. I'm wondering if Lexi really is
I'm so sorry.
bonding with him, but I also know that she has to buy them time. And he was about to go away, so I don't know. How are we walking all over the White House without any security noticing us? And they're on high alert, mind you. How? With all of us on high alert, we literally have FBI, CIA here knowing there is a murderer running around. Price is here. Even if Price was dirty and didn't want certain people knowing about it or was keeping things secret or on the down low, how is nobody noticing that people are running all over the White House with corkscrews looking to do damage? Jake has a corkscrew in his hand like brass knuckles ready to stab somebody. And we're just running all over the place. Then there's a doll running all over. Where did the president go? Devin Sawa disappeared because he was chasing after who he thought was Joseph. But it was Chucky going through, like, you know, the ins and outs of the White House. Because apparently there's a cavern system in the walls of the White House where Chucky could go from floor to floor and in and out of closets at will. So we're kind of just making up the rules as we go, which is fine for a horror franchise like this. But I feel like them running around the White House when we specifically were told we're on high alert is a little out of the question of possibilities, but it's happening. And Devin and us are going around and everyone's gone. And now Lexi is making out with the one dude. He just could take everybody in his friendship circle around the whole White House, invite them to parties. We're on high alert. There's checks. We got metal detectors, but don't worry, because we're all good here in the White House where people are dying. We still haven't seen one person die yet in this episode, and we need 3 to die. There is only 20 minutes left, and I'm guaranteeing you there's at least one more commercial break. So I don't know what's about to happen. This also is a mid-season break, is what somebody told me. I did see 4 episodes. I'm like, that is a really short season. But then I saw mid-season break. What does that mean? I don't know. I hope we get a date, because that could be like 6 months. It could be 1 month. It could be 3 months. I've seen all sorts. Let's jump in though, because it's probably going to start right after this. There is her belongings. My guess is it's a voodoo doll. Yes! And the book. Tons of voodoo dolls.
And this institution is in your rear
Oh,
view. You're
no.
going to be busy with
She's
your work
gonna
and your
voodoo
kids
a bunch of
and your
people.
husband or wife.
A day to a tombola.
Oh
My
God, this is
favorite
going to
herb,
be nuts.
so sweet and fragrant.
Oh God.
Evelyn, stop.
Oh my God.
Get back!
Oh. No one called for backup or tackled her or anything? And how does Jennifer Tilly know where she is, where she would immediately put her where she's going? This is just a bunch of it sad. Why is the cop lady still holding a gun on her? Like the cop lady just stands there and watches her do all this?
Right now, I just need to find your brother, okay? And his doll.
What?
Grant! Hi, I'm Joseph.
You just used me to get inside. Just like everyone else.
Tell him to hold the 10 p.m. slot for me.
Joseph!
And it's this girl again. This is the girl from the newsroom. Yeah, something was upstairs. Whoever's not on the dance floor is all right, maybe? I don't know. Because I feel like he pulled them off the dance floor for a reason.
I can see them. All of them.
Mary Poppins. This thing's gonna blow. Oh no, it's gonna just crash down. It's gonna land right on her noggin. Run, lady. How aren't people running yet? That was a lot more than 3, I'll tell you what. That had to be a good dozen to 15, 20 people. The reporter lady is guts. Mary Poppins has lived.
I like to be hugged.
Loosened all the bolts. All right, we're on the run. We are down to the final. Is there another commercial? There's very possibly another commercial. Here are my theories. Either Chucky just killed his 3 people like he just did by killing a dozen people in the ballroom. I think that's a cheap way of doing it.
I hope
I need
everything's okay.
single-handed murders, not a plethora of deaths in one kill. Ah, my favorite.
Some juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. Oh.
Are to a tumbler.
So she's just gonna sit in her prison cell and screw with all these people?
Miss Tilly, I'm so sorry I was so rude to you before.
On my way in, I counted 6 guards between me and the front gate.
6.
Now, what I need from you is to get a single personal item, unless you want to see me be
She's gonna make
executed in
6
3 weeks' time.
escorts.
I can't let that happen.
No, you can't.
We're gonna get pieces from every guard, have them walk her right out of prison.
Acceptez mes enfants, succès hotel.
In the White House. Never mind, he's Benjamin.
Why have you forsaken me?
Why have you forsaken me?
What's wrong? Are you sick again?
I'm fucking dying!
Is that the break?
Stay tuned for a special look at season 3, part 2 next.
Let's look at season 3.
Tell me about
part
that client who was in yesterday.
This can't be it. All right, guys, that is it for season 3, the finale, mid-season finale, episode 4. So, Chucky didn't get younger. For a second, it looked like he was younger, but in my head, I'm like, I don't think this is going to work. It's a mid-season break. It'd be crazy if they resolved it and they're like, ta-da, he's young again. Big surprise. I didn't think it was going to go down that way. Being as I already assumed that, I didn't really get all that shock that Chucky was still Chucky. I thought they were going to have a whole nother scene real quick where he's going to be like, all right, I tried it that way and I'm going to have to go jump into the body of this kid and possess him. I thought he was going to possess Henry, but didn't go that way. Why is it not working is the question. Is it that he's not doing it by the book? There's some people that say don't overdo it. Like it says you need 6 bodies, get 6 bodies. The first time he assumed it wasn't an evil enough house at the Amityville house. I thought, well, you also did 8 bodies and it said 6. You're not following the rules. Maybe 8 is too much. Maybe they want exactly 6. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe 8's too much. I also feel like it's less skillful if you kill 13 people at once than if you kill 3 by themselves. I feel like individual kills are more of a symbolic gesture in a ritual of sacrifice. I'm expecting this to jump back on any second because it should. Full volume.
More betrayal.
Robin's marriage.
Full
It's a wrap.
betrayal.
Oh my God.
And more voodoo.
Evil mirror on the wall.
Evil
Who's
mirror
the greatest villain of them all?
All right.
Google me.
It's time to re-up your prescription.
Are we gonna keep running
Married to
reality
Medicine.
show commercials? Married to Medicine? Listen, dude. I've had just about enough of these commercials.
You're the science guy.
That's Bill Nye. I'm actually the behavioral science guy.
Are you familiar with...
Well, that was a risky
That's what I know
experiment, but it
him
worked
from.
out for
He's
them.
from
The
Rent.
Irrational, Monday at
I'm
10
like, what do I know
Central
this
on
guy?
NBC
That was the
and
dude from
streaming on
Rent,
Peacock.
the movie.
Let's just see the Oval Office.
Here we go, finally. All right, great. Show us things we've already seen. I don't want to see more. Why are you showing us a commercial? Oh shit, we already seen the show.
Chucky. New episodes Wednesdays at 9.
No, because it's over. You're showing. You just advertised a show that just ended. You just advertised Wednesdays at 9 for a show that just ended this week. Oh my god, they're really rolling with the
So much bigger.
Really?
Hey, Luke.
I didn't wait all that
I got
time
my
for
license
nothing.
today.
Well, that's great. Congratulations.
House unlock the door.
I hate everything. I hate everything. I'm never going to watch everything ever again. I waited all that time and it didn't even show what is coming up next, so I have no idea. I'm assuming they gave some sort of announcement or like a rough idea, but mine didn't show. You just saw it, went right back into the next show. What the hell kind of shit is that? I waited 5 or 6 minutes. The show ended 3 minutes to 10. It is 5 after 10. I literally just watched like 6 minutes of commercials for nothing. Either way, it was an okay middle season, whatever. It's like four episodes. It was okay. It was nothing great. It was nothing horrible. I feel like they really expect you to extend disbelief though with this show. And I know Chucky has done a lot of things in the past, but there's just certain things that I'm like, that's just too convenient. Like Jennifer Tilly goes to prison and now she's going to get the death penalty. So what does she do? She has outsider shipper Voodoo for Dummies with a plethora of voodoo dolls. Isn't that a little weird? You don't think they'd like check for that? Like, why are you getting like 50 voodoo dolls and a book? I feel like there'd be like a check on that. But even if there's not, it's so easy that you just have to go to a Voodoo for Dummies book. I know that's part of it. It's like being ridiculous. But then that leads me to believe, all right, that means that anybody in this world could just get that book and do what she's doing. And now you lose control of what makes Chucky special. I almost feel like it's just making it where anybody could do it, even though I understand that Tiffany Valentine is of this world now because she did what she did. So maybe it connects her with Dembella more or something like that. I just feel like it's way too easy to be like, oh, I'm in prison and I'm on death row. I'll just get 20 voodoo dolls, take over the entire prison, screaming to the heavens, and no one like is doing anything about it. Why is this lady chopping herself to pieces, throwing herself in ovens and deep fryers, and the cop lady's just like holding a gun on her, letting her do it? At one point, you shoot and kill that person because they are going to harm other people, and they're harming themselves more than a gunshot would. Take their legs out, do something, tackle them, restrain them. We watched this lady butcher herself for like 5 to 10 minutes. Some things just don't make a whole lot of sense. And that's one of them amongst many. So, I mean, it was a good season for what it was. We also didn't have Chucky kill anybody. We're like 10 minutes before the end of the show, which half of which was commercials. And I'm like, he hasn't killed a single fucking person yet. We have to kill at least 3 people. Jennifer Tilly killed more people, more horrifically. That's for damn sure. We have the SNL girl as Mary Poppins. She comes in. I'm like, all right, here comes the big finale. I thought there was going to be way more. I thought the chandelier was going to drop and it was going to domino effect like 20 other things into like a mass murder of insanity. Yes, a lot of people died, but it was just a simple chandelier drop. Then we saw a bunch of dead bodies. We had the one girl with her intestines take a picture of herself because she's a freaking junkie with journalism. And then the Mary Poppins lady's face peeled off. I feel like it was just like a lot of like overly gruesome scenes just for the sake of being gruesome, where it really didn't make sense. Like the face falling off didn't make sense. The cook lady shredding the skin off her fingers and stuff, gruesome and horrifying. And yes, it's like very cringy, but like why? Like that whole thing, why? Just because she talked shit to her about killing her sister? The whole thing, it was just like a lot of weird choices, I feel like. And then Devin Sawa following around a doll at your Halloween party because you think it's your dead son. You're just like following this doll around all over the place. And Secret Service, we have a guy there that is literally there to watch everything and pay attention to everything more so above and beyond what normal Secret Service would do. And we have strangers running around the White House, like literally with corkscrews looking for things. And the whole, like, it's just a lot of weird choices, like almost too much to believe, to the point where you're like, what does it even matter at this point? If all of this world is this ridiculous where people could just do the things they're doing, they deserve to die. It's like almost like I'm almost rooting for Chucky, and I almost half feel they want you to. Like Jennifer Tilly, I feel like they want you to root for the bad guys in the show, which would make sense. I mean, not for nothing, the people in prison aren't really doing anything wrong. They're doing their jobs. And Jennifer Tilly's going to kill them all and like make them all do horrible things. So either way, for what it is, I enjoyed it. But I feel like they're definitely doing like a very easy route to how to get here. Like, how do we get here? Chucky needs to kill 6 people. Let's do a bunch of weird shit for 4 episodes and then just drop a chandelier on the rest of the people and we're good. I don't know. It just seems like weird choices. You guys let me know what you think. I still enjoyed it. I just feel like it could have been handled much better. The first 2 seasons, way better, I thought. Season 1, the best. You want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see every episode of Chucky, all 3 seasons in full, unedited. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, the new Gremlins animated show, phenomenal. Also on HBO Max, along with Rick and Morty, Fiona and Cake. So many shows I'm doing on Max right now. Rick and Morty season 7s are on Sundays, I believe, but hundreds of other movies and shows, a bunch of exclusives on Patreon. Check the link. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.